But with 2 games in hand, they still would like to finish in finals football. You'd put them favourites ahead of a lot of other teams just because of those 2 games in hand, but it's such a difficult end to the season in particular with them still being alive in the cup. They haven't given up here though. That was a good opportunity, but well defended by Burton. Not many options in the area for Olympic, and they're forced to just play it around. Peak making the forward run, but Burton was there once more to clear away. McHugh Shaw sends it forward. Offside flag raised on this near side. Ray picks up the ball in midfield, plays it forward for McHugh Shaw. Gets it back again, does the defender. But again, minimal options and minimal runs being made from that front line, and that's been the biggest problem for Olympic this evening. Vernon can't keep it in. Koulizakis just got the pass out for Skuriaga. And need to get a goal soon if they're to at least try and rescue a point, Sydney Olympic. Doesn't look likely at the moment how things are going for them. Abraham still barking out instructions to his team as Manly look to make another change. It's Valentina Bradley who'll replace Ruby Jackson. Jackson put in some shift, as I said, been away for almost 2 months with a broken toe. Came back today and put her body on the line for her team, as she always does. Koulizakis looking for Gabriel Peak. Stewart strong there to come away with the ball. Gabriel Peak now gets a rest as well. Replaced by Natalia Yanakos. Ray back for Yanakos. First touch closed down by Stewart. Cabezas comes away with it. Skuriaga for Peak, who slips over. Here's Yanakos. Good turn from Peak, and nice little ball as well. Important touch there from Stewart to get to the ball before Skuriaga. Here's Ray. Yamahata. McHugh Shaw plays it wide. Oliverio and Kulizakis wins the foul. Bradley running into the back of her, and Kulizakis has got her head in her hands. All the injury problems that Abrahams has, he will most definitely be hoping this isn't a serious injury. It's not just that, we know how important Demi Kulizakis is for this Sydney Olympic team. Kulizakis is still down. As I said, this is the second game of the round. The first one took place yesterday afternoon, or yesterday evening, I should say. The Northern Tigers defeated the Gladesville Ravens by 3-0. A dominant performance, an important victory for the Northern Tigers that really gives them a great chance of playing finals football from 5 p.m. tonight. Blacktown take on the Rams. Emerging Jets and Football New South Wales Institute face off. Apia welcome Sydney Uni to Lambert Park. Illawarra Stingrays and the Bulls do battle. And the action rounds off with Northwest Sydney Spirit and Union New South Wales at Christie Park. We're inside the last 10 minutes here. And Taylor A will take the free kick in place of Kulizakis. Ball in. Winkler again wins the header. Won so many defensive headers this afternoon has Corinne Winkler. Just another one of those there. Here's Yanakos. Stewart intercepts that pass. Vernon. Stewart looking for the forward ball now. Headed back though by Dala Kamina for Ivanovic. Kravets is taking her time over this throw. There's Yamahata. Now McHugh Shaw. Oliverio asking for it in the space ahead. McHugh Shaw looks for Peak instead. Winkler sticking by her. Oliverio, now McHugh Shaw. Heavy touch though. A tired touch from Ebony McHugh Shaw. Yamahata read the pass. Such a good play is Yamahata. Here's Burton. Seems as though both teams are at that point in the game where they're just waiting for the final whistle to go. Here's Skiriaga from distance. Took a deflection. And Drever keeps it in. Stops it from going out for a corner. Cabezas was there. And now Stewart. Yanakos did well. Yamahata. Sorry, it was Dalla Camina. Yamahata plays it forward. Winkler deals with it. Bradley. And now one for Stewart to chase. Nicole Stewart gets in the area, goes down. Fair challenge though. Just a little stronger there. As Cabezas delivers into the area, Vernon Rose. Here's Gilbane. Looking for some space. Phoebe Gilbane. Gets it back again. Keeping it in the corner now is Gilbane, looking to win the corner. Doesn't know. Nicole Stewart was feeling alert earlier on in the game, let alone now. Sure she'll be replaced here by Ava Roberts. That is Nicole Stewart's night done. Put in another fantastic shift as usual. Double change, in fact. Gemma Sweetnam also coming on. Tegan Biasi, the scorer of the second goal, substituted. Last touch there off Cabezas. Here's Peake now. Maxine Peake gets into a good position, but only the side netting. The Rockdale faithful have arrived. And Netstrata Jubilee, the famous committee, making some noise and adding to this derby occasion. Reminder that that game is still to come here in Netstrata Jubilee immediately after this one. Here's Ray. Loses out to Vernon. Foul there by Ray. I think she was more frustrated that she didn't get the earlier free kick go her way. Clearance there by Yanakos and straight into the nose that clearance. And Maxine Peake's gone down. That's her afternoon done after that effort she had. You saw her grab her head straight away. Sweetenham that copped that one in the face as well. She seems okay, but Maxine Peake doesn't, and she limps off, and that'll be a real hammer blow to Jeff Abrahams. Here's Burton. Playing it forward. Yamahata read that and comes away with the ball so confidently. Gave the pass away though as Gilbane looks to put it in the danger area. Yanakos deals with that and clears it out. Here's Bozanic. Cabezas now. Into stoppage time here. Manly very close to a massive 3 points that will really throw them into the mix for finals football. Yanakos back for Dalla Camina. Here's Ray. Turns away from the challenge. Here's Bozanic. Back for Cabezas. Bozanic again. Gets the ball into the area. Yamahata clears away. Gilbane under pressure from Ebony and McHugh Shaw. Beautiful night for football as Gilbane drives into the area. Yamahata picks up the loose ball. McHugh Shaw. Of course, Olympic finishing the game off with 10 on the park as Maxine Peake had to come off injured after all substitutions were made for Sydney Olympic. No options whatsoever now without Peake on the park. Ball over the top here for Yanakos. Good challenge there from Cabezas. Throw in for Olympic. Here's Ray. Now Oliverio. Oliverio across goal. Her efforts blocked by Gilbane. Cabezas back for Corinne Winkler. Now Bradley spreads it wide for Gilbane. Can Manly add a third here in the last moments of this one? into the corner. Now Gilbane manages to turn her defender. Great challenge, though. Fantastic tackle by Oliverio. It'll be a corner. But there'll be no time for the corner to be taken, as Manly United record a massive 3 points in their battle for finals football. They come away with a 2-goal victory over Sydney Olympic. A goal in either half, enough for all 3 points. Lots of work to do for Jeff Abrahams' wounded Sydney Olympic side. Emily Manette opened the scoring in the first half via a header. Tegan Biasi then made it 2 in the second. Full-time here at Netstrata Jubilee. Sydney Olympic 0, Manly United 2. Stay tuned and don't go too far away, because we've got the men's doubleheader coming up soon. In about 10 minutes' time or so, Sydney Olympic take on league leaders Rockdale Ilinden. Welcome to Netstrata Jubilee Stadium for this round 25 clash between Sydney Olympic and Rockdale Ilinden. It's the final game of the round, but definitely one with much on the line. Rockdale Ilinden can go one step closer to claiming the premiership with a win here, while Sydney Olympic, they need 3 points. Should they want to play finals football, they currently sit 7 points outside the top 6. A defeat here will make it very, very difficult with 5 games to go to sneak into finals football. A win will go a long way, though, of giving them a fighting chance. Paul D's team know that 3 points here puts them ever closer to the premiership title. They've only lost 3 games all season and are in some fine form at the moment. They've secured their place in the Waratah Cup final. They've secured their place in the Australia Cup round of 32. They're on their way to the 2024 NPL Men's New South Wales Premiership, and they'll be looking to add even more silverware with a grand final championship victory. It's been some seasons so far for Rockdale Ilinden, and it can only promise to get better. But Labano Haliti's men, well, as I said, they've got something still to play for. Finals football will be within touching distance should they be able to get 3 points here, but they must defeat this opponent this evening. Both teams were involved in midweek games. Rockdale Ilinden coming away with an absolute convincing and one-sided Waratah Cup semi-final win against Northwest Sydney Spirit. Sydney Olympic had to settle for a point against Apia Leichhardt here on Wednesday night, a later than usual kickoff. That one almost getting underway at 9 p.m. due to the Women's Sapphire Cup quarterfinals, going into extra time. Olympic led on that occasion 1-0. Apia scored a second half penalty to make it 1-1 and pinch 2 points from Sydney Olympic. Here's Speranza early on with the volley, testing Parsons, who spilt at the first attempt, but regathered in time. We'll go through the team lineups for you, but we know Rockdale are very, very fast starters, putting Olympic under pressure early as Alek Urushevsky goes down after that challenge. While he's down, we'll quickly run through the Sydney Olympic lineup. In goals, number 20, Christopher Parsons. Number 2, Peter Politis. Number 4, Michael Glassick. Number 5, Ziggy Gordon. Number 9, Oliver Pufflet. Number 10, Darcy Burgess. Number 11, Adam Parkhouse. Number 12, Zach Zoricic. Number 15, Will Much. Number 29, George Antonis. And number 99, and captain Roy O'Donovan. For Rockdale Ilinden, 3 changes from their midweek cup game. In goals, number 1, Nick Soros. Number 3, Lachlan Griffiths. Number 5, Giorgio Speranza. Number 6, Isaac Denzo. Number 7, Alek Urushevsky. Number 8, Dean Pelikanos. Number 9, Bay Antonio. Number 10, Brendan Chalakia. Number 11, Lachlan Constable. Number 22, Blake Rashudo. And number 23, Hunter Elliott. Ball forward by Speranza for Antonio to chase. Gordon deals with it. Headed away. They come back again, Rockdale. Ball bouncing about. Neither team able to bring it under control at the moment. Speranza looks for Urushevsky. Antonio tried to drop it for Chalakian. Coming up against his former club, Brendan Chalakian. Constable, one of those that didn't start midweek, as well as Isaac Danzo, who's on the ball now. Neat little turn there from Chalaki, and ball into the area. It was just above Bay Antonio. Speranza delivers back into the area. Brave header there from Zodicic, as Parkhouse now looks to run at Elliott. Throwing for Olympic on the far side. Rockdale have one hand on the trophy, premiership trophy that is. Apia lost today to Sydney United. Blackdown drew with the Central Coast Mariners Academy. Wollongong beat St. George 1-0 yesterday in the relegation battle. Hills United came away with a massive 4-1 win against Northwest Sydney Spirit. St. George City really ripped apart the Western Sydney Wanderers 5-0. Sutherland and Sydney had a 0-0 draw. Marconi's premiership hopes were kept alive via a fabulous Marko Jeršić free kick. That goal that Jeršić scored keeps the Stallions 6 points behind Ilinden before kick-off here. But Rockdale can restore their 9-point advantage with victory. And when you're leading the competition by 9 points with 5 games to go, you've got to feel that, well, the premiership trophy may be going to Ilinden Sports Centre after 30 rounds. Ball forward, searching for Urushevsky again. Such a difficult player to defend, Alek Urushevsky, running at 110% all the time from start to finish in a game. Doesn't give up on any ball played forward. And always biting at the heels of defenders. Throw in for Olympic. Ball forward now for Parkhouse. And Lachlan Griffiths had a fabulous game on Wednesday night, makes an excellent challenge there. Gave the ball away with the pass, though. Elliott with the throw. Elliott standing in for Braden Sorge, who's got a broken metatarsal. Of course, Matthew Cordier also unavailable. A double break in his leg last weekend against Sydney United. Here's Chalakian now. Urushevsky wasn't ready for that pass, though. Urushevsky, 27 goals in 24 appearances this year. He just continues to improve year after year. He's incredibly 11 goals ahead of his closest rival, who is Jack O'Brien. 12 goals ahead of Roy O'Donovan, who's lining up as captain for Sydney Olympic. And the Baker is definitely in the mood this season and looking to capitalise on that loose pass there, but Parsons was aware quickly enough to get it out of danger. Interestingly, Rockdale's second top scorer is almost 20 goals behind Urushevsky. It's Brendan Chalakian on 8 goals. It just proves how important and dominant Urushevsky is. It means so much to this Rockdale team, and you sometimes ask the question, should you pull him out of this side? How will it affect Rockdale? There's always rumours every year going about that he may be retiring, he's retired, he isn't retired. Life after Alek Urushevsky will be very testing for the faithful at Ilinden Sports Centre. Issue with the ball. Need to go for a repump. Pleasant night here at Kogarah at Netstrata Jubilee. Not only is the pitch perfect, but conditions as well. Not too cold. I'm sure it will get a little cooler as we get on in the evening. Here's Chalakian. Finds Danzo. Neat pass, reverse pass by Danzo for Antonio, and blocked there by Will Much, who's feeling the effects of that. Corner kick for Ilinden now as the committee begin their chant. Chalakian to deliver this corner. Ball comes in. It's a good ball as well. Griffiths was there. Rashudo now heads it back into the danger area. Almost falls for Urushevsky. But Parsons aware to the danger that Urushevsky possesses. Here's Politis. Danzo, nice little touches here from Rockdale. Chalakian. Now Antonio overlapping Esperanza, and Antonio took that on his own, and, well, most definitely wasn't the right decision. Goal kick for Olympic. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Rockdale really are fast starters, and if they catch you out early, well, they really just pile on the pressure, get stronger and stronger as the game goes. And if you can weather the storm for the first 15 to 20 minutes, well, you're definitely in the game then. Speranza rises there, ball falls the way of Burgess. And Burgess stands tall there, Pufflet across goal. And Soros scoops it up. Pelicanos kept it alive. It's a strong challenge there. Rode by Hunter Elliott. Now the ball goes wide for Antonio. First time pass forward for Urushevsky. Great challenge from Ziggy Gordon. Here's Chalakian. Rolls his defender, but support was there from George Antonis. Rashudo now. Sprays the ball wide for Constable, but just a little too much on that. Shooter heads it on. Chalakian still's in there. Here's Chalakian. Great challenge from Ziggy Gordon. All ball. That's what he said. Fantastic tackle. They've won it back again, Rockdale, though, through Pelikanos. Now Danzo. Sprays it wide for Constable. Urushevsky couldn't bring it down. Couldn't get a shot away. Here's Glassock now. Finds the feet of Burgess. Antonis. And look at Antonio biting at the heels of Antonis, forcing Olympic to go all the way back to Parsons. Now Gordon. His pass is off the mark. Sends it out over the sideline. Roberto Speranza, Olainka Sanmola, So Kataoka all go to the bench after Wednesday night's game against Northwest Sydney Spirit. Kataoka was, in particular, quite impressive. As was Speranza, who got on the score sheet with a special diving header. Probably was easier to place the ball home with his foot, but as Alek Urushevsky said pre-game, probably did the right thing. So used his foot, he more than likely would have missed. Foul there on O'Donovan. Goes the way of the visitors. Shooter was looking for Constable, but didn't find him. Zodicic had to be aware. That one very slowly crept over the line. Strong header from Rashudo. It was an early pass intended there for Parkhouse. It was a good idea. Rockdale were low in numbers. O'Donovan putting Soros under pressure and almost winning the ball there, forcing the error. First moment of worry for Rockdale in this game comes after an error from their goalkeeper. They play on here. Antonis went down after the challenge from Chalakian. Here's Much. His pass is misplaced and out for a throw. Pelikanos. Lachlan Griffiths finds the feet of Danzo. Turns away, finds a lot of space. Speranza for Antonio. Now Pelikanos. Danzo finds the feet of Chalakian, who turns and is given a bit too much space. Here's Constable. A cross goal. Antonio arriving late. They deal with it there. Olympic. Here's Pufflet. Rashudo sprays it wide for Much. Sorry. For Hunter Elliott, that was. Keeping a lot of the ball rocked out. They're asking for the handball. Call doesn't come. O'Donovan releases Parkhouse early. Elliott trying to stay with him. Parkhouse into the area. Griffiths clears. Here's Burgess now. George Antonis back to Burgess again. Glasic looking for O'Donovan, and Speranza tried to head that away, but in the end, he'll say it was a dummy. Wins his team a goal kick. Soros sends it forward, headed on by Chalakian. Now Antonio. Easy pickings there for Parsons as Olympic. Well, they looked comfortable and were starting to play out, but they're under real pressure here now. Managed to get out. They've given it away, Antonio. That's that. Oh, and Urushevsky perhaps didn't need to get the touch. He's told Constable where was the call. Constable would have been one-on-one there with Parsons. Good turn there from Chalakian, who looks in the mood. And as it does, the commentator's curse sees him cough up possession. Foul there by Rashudo on Roy O'Donovan. Antonis to Glasic. Michael Glasic returning to Olympic during the window. And Griffith's under pressure now himself. Did well to find Urushevsky, whose flick doesn't quite get to Chalakian. It was read by Peter Politis. Much doesn't keep it in. Antonio forced the error. Politis all the way back to their keeper, Parsons. Ball forward now for Parkhouse, and Zoricic comes across, cuts it back, O'Donovan. His efforts blocked by Giorgio Speranza. First opportunity of the game, a real chance for O'Donovan to open the scoring. Perhaps he should have. Cleared away now by Hunter earlier, but that goes down as the best chance of the match so far after 22 minutes. Roy O'Donovan really should have put Olympic in front. Desperate defending from Giorgio Speranza. Parkhouse now plays in Zoricic, who laid off that ball. An excellent run from the left back to get forward. Rockdale survive a major scare there. Speranza now for Antonio. Slipped over a little, still manages to find the pass to Chalakian. And Glassick all over Brendan Chalakian early on here. Speranza now, the space opens up for him. Trying to get back in support is Burgess, but Antonio now into the area. There's a low ball in. Good block by Ziggy Gordon. Corner for Ilinden. As the Ilinden chant comes back around again. Chalakian will deliver now. In swinging corner, Tess Parsons, well claimed by the Olympic keeper. Here's Elliott. Back for Rashudo. And O'Donovan putting him under some pressure. And the little clip of the ankle there from O'Donovan. The experience almost got away with it. Well spotted by the referee, though. Here's Pelikanos. Back for Danzo. Chalakian slipping in between the lines. It's a good ball by Danzo as well. It's been interesting watching Danzo grow as a footballer as well. Coming from St. George Saints a couple years ago under the watchful eye of Daniel Zeleny and Yanni Talchevsky. Came in here to Rockdale Ilinden and in the NPL competition and has really shown some fantastic qualities. Perhaps even that he has the ability to make the next step forward and go into the A-League or perhaps overseas. But no doubt shown excellent qualities, Isaac Danzo. Well, 25 minutes gone here. It's been a great derby at full pace as well. Sydney Olympic with the best chance of the game so far. Roy O'Donovan's effort blocked by Giorgio Speranza. And even though Rockdale has dominated possession and field position as well, it is Olympic that's had the best chance of the game. O'Donovan flicks it forward for Burgess. Danzo got back to get an important touch. Now Antonio. Rashudo clears it away, taking no chances. Ziggy Gordon has got the better of Urushevsky, but he's played a tough ball back for his keeper. And Parsons was taking no chances there with a bolting Urushevsky making way toward him. Clearance anywhere will do in that situation. Speranza. Pelikanos cuts it back to Danzo. Gets it up again from his midfield partner. This time gives the ball away to Burgess. Burgess closed down by Danzo. Speranza came to help. Rashudo calmly heads it on to Lockie Griffiths. Chalakian tried to combine with Antonio, who wins it anyway. Now Pelikanos, space opens up. Shot blocked by Antonis. Such an exciting game of football, this one. The pace is at a real high intensity. Constable, quick feet, comes away, combines with Chalakian, who gets it back again across goal. Cleared away by Olympic. Another good piece of play from the visiting side. Throw in for Rockdale. Nice little touch there by Pelikanos. Danzo. Switching play for Antonio. Wanted the foul there. Referee waves it away. Here's Antonio again. Now Danzo turns and faces forward. Tight area here. Slip over there by March. Antonio keeps going. Falls for Pelikanos. Shot was wayward. Never going to challenge Parsons. Here's Rashudo now. Pelikanos turning provider, but his pass is off. Foul against Rashudo on O'Donovan. Free kick for Olympic. Elliott intercepts, now Danzo. Antonio wanted it, but they've gone back. Speranza. Now Danzo turns, faces forward, finds Chalakian. Pelikanos. Looking for options, finds Danzo. Now Speranza likes a shot from distance. Does Giorgio Speranza. Sprays it wide of the target. Scored a bomb already this season as Giorgio Speranza. His brother scored more than him this season, Roberto, and bragging rights currently in the Speranza household. Rockdale asking for a foul there on Griffiths. Not coming. Here's Much. Glasser closed down by Antonio. Here's Zodicic. Much again, hasn't really got forward wheel much. It's been Zodicic down the other end, but that's been rare as well. Now Chalakian. Pelikanos. Good ball in. Ziggy Gordon has to deal with it. Heads it away. Griffiths. Antonio, but Urushevsky's been very quiet. Rockdale haven't been able to get their captain involved very much in this first half. But Antonio's been very involved, and now here's Urushevsky. He only needs a sniff, cuts it back to Pelikanos. Not the best ball into the box, though, always going away from the danger area. And now Olympic can break. This is where they're dangerous in this transition going forward. But Pufflet, that is disappointing and frustrating. Labano Haliti lifts his head to the skies as well. Sound like a broken record, but that has to be one of the most annoying things to happen for a coach when his winger, who's looking across the whole defensive line, steps into an offside position. It's just inexplainable at times. And what a touch by Constable. That'll be a yellow card for Zodicic. Constable with some fine technique there to get beyond the left back. Here's Griffiths. Here's Rashudo. Urushevsky flicks it on for Constable. And Zodicic back and defending well. He'll have his hands full. He's got to play 55 minutes with a yellow card against a difficult player like Lachlan Constable and Hunter Elliott running at him all game. And not to mention, Alek Urushevsky's always there or thereabouts, playing off that shoulder. Flicked on by Urushevsky, cleared away by Gordon. Rashudo, excellent work to flick that ball out. Constable delivers. Low ball in, Chalakian on the turn. Shot blocked there by Glassick. Rashudo again. Playing so advanced. Great ball by Danzo. Urushevsky was waiting for the cutback, falls to Antonio. Oh, and he sent that one into Rosie. A poor effort from Bay Antonio. He had much more time than I think he thought he had. Rockdale's best chance of the first half, spurned by Bay Antonio. Now, Urushevsky almost forced the error. Foul, though, on Politis. But even there, lucky Constable. It was a great ball in. In fairness, he found Antonio at the far post, but the cutback was on for Urushevsky as well. Danzo. Elliott for Constable. Now Pelikanos. Speranza for Antonio. Good challenge from Much. Lost a lot of the battle with Antonio so far in this game. Not on that occasion, though. Will Much coming out on top. Ball in from Antonio's perfect for Urushevsky. Politis there, sticks with him, forces him wide. Finds the pass for Pelikanos. Chalakia now tries the overhead. Wide of the target. He was always going to try that. Brendan Chalakia, you could see it from the moment he received the ball with his back to goal. Pufflet there, caught in possession. Now Urushevsky has options either side, finds Chalakian. Will he kill this one? Far corner, his shot's blocked. Falls for Danzo. Antonio onside, across goal, corner kick. Rockdale really putting the pressure on now. Temperature has risen here. Chalakian all on his own. Pelikanos thought about the short corner, leaves it. You can hear Vedran Jaganets on the bench, ensuring that ball goes played into the area. In charge of set pieces for Ilinden. Rockdale assistant as Chalakian delivers. Back post, Griffiths off the post, falls again. Somehow Olympic survive. Rashudo, his pass is cut out now. And now Olympic will look to go the other way. Burgess for Parkhouse. They got numbers on the right. That's where Parkhouse searches for, but Speranza in the right place. Handball there. Clear and obvious handball from Hunter Elliott. Referee waves it away. Chalakian wide for Urushevsky, but a tough ball. Urushevsky wanted to play to feet. Wasn't ready to make the move again. Urushevsky not too used to playing out wide left. And the ball's been given away now. Constable cuts it back. Pelikanos opens the scoring for Rockdale Ilinden. An error by Peter Politis, taken advantage of by Lachlan Constable. The cutback found Pelikanos. And Rockdale's number 8 makes no mistake, burying it into the bottom corner. The visitors take the lead. The Rockdale bench in raptures. Labano Haliti devastated with how his defence reacted there. Defensive error taken full advantage of by the league leaders. They're grabbing toward that premiership, inching closer game by game. A well-deserved lead for Rockdale Ilinden. Ball played back here now for Parsons. How will Haliti's men respond? 5 minutes to go in the first half. And O'Donovan running straight into Griffiths there. It was blatant from Roy O'Donovan. And I said Rockdale were knocking on the door. The last 5 minutes before the goal, they had chance after chance. Created a number of opportunities. In the end, they opened the scoring. And Alek Urushevsky still struggling from that first challenge. I think it was Peter Politis that made the tackle. I spoke about it earlier on. How will Rockdale deal when they don't have Alek Urushevsky playing at the point? Well, we might just find out now, because I'm not sure Alek Urushevsky will be able to continue here. He's been very quiet all game. That challenge came inside the first 5 minutes. You guess that Bray Ovens or Olayinka Sunmola will be the replacement should Urushevsky have to come off. But being inside the last 3.5 minutes of the first half, I think Urushevsky will bite down and get through this one at least to the break. Reassess, get the medical team to see what the issue is and potentially continue on in the second half. He's ready to come back on already. Headed away by March. Here's Speranza. Gets beyond March. Gets it into the area. Cleared away by Ziggy Gordon. Now Glasic finds Urushevsky. Good feet from Urushevsky. Thinks about the shot. Takes another on. Still Alek Urushevsky. Not feeling the effects from the injury, that's for sure. Here's Speranza. He's limping now. Wasn't limping 5 seconds ago. As Constable now stands up. Zodicic Still Constable. Pelicanos, a cross goal. Corner kick for Rockdale. The pressure continues. Haliti needs to get his side into the break with the score at 1-0. Things could get worse for them here. Corner, another in-swinger, this time from Bay Antonio. Ball delivered toward the near post. Falls for Urushevsky. Great block from Glasek. Elliott now wide for Speranza. Chalakian picks it up, looking to turn. Well defended though. Manages to get past two now. In the end, a good challenge from Pufflet. A great block from Constable. And look at the Rockdale bench. They're all up on their feet, applauding that defensive work from Lachlan Constable. O'Donovan heads it down for Pufflet, but Lachlan Griffiths came around and picked up that loose ball. Pelicanos closed down by Glasek, and now Olympic can break. O'Donovan wants to play it over the top of Speranza. Wide now for Antonio. They've just got a bit more of a spring in their step. Do the visitors. They look a little sharper, a little hungrier. Here's Glasek. A win here would take Rockdale to 62 points for the season. What a haul so far. Still 15 points to play as well. Parsons sends this one towards Speranza. Now Antonio. Olympic looks shot here. Antonio gets to the byline. Gets beyond March. Cuts it back. Cleared away by Glasek. Wasn't the best ball from Antonio. Did everything right up until the final pass. The intensity and pace that Rockdale's been playing with has been phenomenal. 3 minutes of time added on. Ball stayed in there. Here's Chalakian. Now Danzo. Chalakian rides a couple challenges, finds the goal scorer. Now Danzo. Danzo gets it back again, falls there for Speranza, off the bar. Hunter Elliott now, wide of the target. Oh, the opportunities are just lining up for Rockdale. Speranza's effort off the bar, how did he not score there? Found himself in the perfect position. Couldn't apply the finishing touch. And then Hunter Elliott's effort goes wide of the target. Olympic are on life support now. Hardly surviving until the break. Rockdale will come again. Challengers flying in. That's a bad tackle from Antonio and Glasek. And they've got stuck into each other here. Real derby feels now here at Netstrata Jubilee. Everyone having a bite now. Cards will come thick and fast, no doubt. I actually think Bay Antonio could be in trouble. It was a late tackle with full intent to get Michael Glasek. Glasek's reaction was not great either though, so he could see red too potentially. How will the referee deal with this now? The yellow card is out. Antonio gets a yellow. Parsons will get a yellow. Glasek will survive and get nothing. I'll tell you what, though. Bay Antonio was frustrated with the challenge prior. Tried to take things into his own hands with a very poor challenge on Michael Glasek. Both players could have seen red in that situation, though. But this has probably helped Olympic. The momentum was most definitely on Rockdale's side. Free kick, handball by Speranza. Free kick goes Olympic's way. Olympic chance coming up now, trying to lift their side. Burgess will deliver. Ball comes in, one of the final chances of the first half. Rockdale clear, and that is half-time here. An enthralling first 45 minutes of football. The visitors, Rockdale Ilinden, lead by 1-0. Dean Pelikanos, the scorer, after some excellent work from Lockie Constable. But it was Olympic that could have had the lead. Roy O'Donovan with the first chance of the game. His effort blocked by Giorgio Speranza. From there, though, it was all the visitors. Chance after chance after chance. Finally, the deadlock broken through Dean Pelikanos. They had chances again after that. Giorgio Speranza most notably off the bar. At halftime here at Netstrata Jubilee, Sydney Olympic 0, Rockdale Ilinden 1. We're back for the second half here at Netstrata Jubilee as the Greek music makes us want to party. What a first half of football we had, though. Put the dancing aside for a moment. There was action at both ends. Both teams creating opportunities. But it was Rockdale that really put the hammer down and deservedly scored a goal 5 minutes before the break. Dean Pelikanos putting them in front. And Labano Haliti has wasted no time. He's gone to the bench immediately at halftime. Teng Kuo and Sam McIlhaddon have both come on. I'm trying to work out who they have replaced as Kuo loses the ball immediately. Alek Kurushevsky still out on the park. Half-time medical work has done wonders. Kurushevsky was involved in a challenge in the first half which saw him come off second best. He went down, received treatment. He's back up and straight away into the action. Seems as though Darcy Burgess was one of those substituted. Fourth official forgot to inform us when he put the board up. So we missed the substitutions. Here's Elliott back for Constable. Good ball in, testing ball in. Will Much was the second player to come off. So a bit of a reshuffle. Sorry, not Sam McIlhaddon. Jack Simmons has come on. But there's a reshuffle. Michael Glassick has slotted into the centre of defence. Will Much substituted. Peter Politis moved to right back. And with Glassick slotting in to defence, it means that Simmons will slot into the midfield spot vacated by Glassick. Teng Kuo in place of Darcy Burgess, but I'm more inclined to say that they've gone to a 4-4-2 now. Sydney Olympic with Kuo playing alongside O'Donovan. Here is Kuo. Look to slot that one in for O'Donovan. As Danzo comes away with the ball and drives forward. He was looking for Urushevsky, but the striker was offside, so didn't make an attempt. Here's Glassick. Now Zoricic. Forward for O'Donovan. And Parkhouse now driving forward. But Hunter Elliott does very, very well there. Here's Pelikanos. Here's Constable combining with Chalakia, and great challenge from Zoricic. I actually think he got a little lucky there. I don't think that's what he intended. Zoricic with the throw now. Glassick trying to get his team up. Here's Hunter Elliott driving forward Forced infield. Tough ball for Speranza to deal with, but he did. Spread wide now by Griffiths. Here's Chalakian. Danzo. Ball speed is excellent from Rockdale. Now Chalakian got a lot of space to turn and face forward now. Chalakian given the space to shoot, but didn't quite connect with that as he would have liked. This round 25 game, of course, the final match of round 25. The action kicked off on Friday night where Marconi defeated Manly United 1-0 at Cromer Park. The first game of Saturday saw Sutherland and Sydney FC share the spoils. St George City then dismantled the Western Sydney Wanderers 5-0. Hills did the same to Spirit. A 4-1 victory, such an important victory for Hills United in that relegation battle. Today, Central Coast and Blacktown shared the points as well. A 1-1 draw, a big point there for Central Coast. Sydney United perhaps surprised many, a 2-0 victory over Apia Leichhardt. And Wollongong Wolves defeated St George, whose coaching changes haven't really helped as they would have liked. They lost again, and that moves St George now in a very, very dangerous position on the competition ladder. Here, Rockdale lead 1-0 as Pufflet picks up the ball on the edge of the area. Back for Simmons. And they've pinched it here, Rockdale. Looking to break through. Bay Antonio tried to play the early ball forward for Uduszewski, but was blocked. And Pufflet coming back from an offside position. It's the second time Pufflet's been caught offside. Here's Elliott, closed down by Parkhouse. Qual. His pass is off the mark for Parkhouse. Closed down by Antonis, and now Qual. Great work from Qual. Referee plays on. Antonis squares it up. Rashudo clears. I think it was Griffiths that made the challenge. He'll be in trouble when play stops. He was the last man. I don't know what the referee will do, what decision he'll make. Here's Ziggy Gordon. Great run forward by Ten Qual. He was hacked down. Parkhouse now, poor delivery. Griffith deals with it, sends it forward for Uduszewski, who can't control it. And again, they almost get caught there. Parsons with the ball back. Uduszewski was bearing down. Here's Glasek back to his keeper once more. This time clearing away before Uduszewski got anywhere near. Ball switched here looking for Zodicic. Done well there, Zodicic, but should have kept going forward there. Was in a good position. Space now for O'Donovan, but Griffiths came around and intercepted. Interestingly, the ball hasn't gone out since that challenge on Ten Qual. Here's Parkhouse. Strong tackle from Danzo. Now, ball finally goes out. Yellow card for Griffiths, and he's asking the question. I'll tell you what, he's a very lucky man because from here it did look as though he may have been the last man or very close to it. It happened very quickly. No complaints Lachlan Griffiths should have for that yellow card. Simmons spreads it wide. Politis combines with Pufflet. Ball breaks here for O'Donovan. Pufflet offside again. Struggling to find his bearings, Oliver Pufflet, in this game so far. Michael Varkis would be an obvious player to come on. He's been impressive this year. Scored a number of goals for Haliti's team. Could be one to add a bit of spark to the Olympic front line. 10 Qualls already been heavily involved in the opening 10 minutes of this second period. Here's Gordon playing it forward. Qual putting Griffiths under pressure. He sees it over the line. Goal kick. Well defended from Griffiths. Nick Soros hasn't had much to do at all in this game. Soros chooses to go long. Alinka Sunmolo looks like he's going through a bit more of a rigorous warm-up than the rest of the squad. Pelikanos with a bit of space now, looking to spread the ball wide. Zodicic intercepts. It is Vakis who is being readied by Haliti as Qual looks to break through here. Qual gets on the wrong side of Speranza, but in the end, Speranza clears away. Got a little lucky there, did Giorgio Speranza. Seeing Qual's persistence almost bringing him fortune. Corner kick to Olympic. Griffiths not happy, he says the last touch came off Simmons. This game's crying out for the substitute. Vakis, a game that he can definitely influence. Change will be made at the next break in play. Corner taken in, Swinger, Glasek the target, Soros does well to punch away. And now Chalakian and Antonio come away with the ball. Chalakian with the intelligent switch. Finds Urushevsky. Urushevsky one-on-one with Politis. Urushevsky beats him with ease. Good recovery from Politis, and he kept it in as well. Great challenge. Had to get that right, did Peter Politis, and you feel as though once Urushevsky had got beyond him, he probably should have had a hit at goal. Took one touch extra. And it is Oliver Pufflet that comes off. And Michael Vakis, his replacement. We expect fireworks from this youngster. Special talent. Scored a number of goals already for Labano Haliti's team this season. How important will one be now for Sydney Olympic? Here's Gordon. Antonis switches play. Zodicic takes it forward at the heart of Olympic's best attack, and he's gone again here. But the ball just got away from him. Good foray forward from the left back. Wins the header there. Constable will see it out over the line. And Danzo there has his pocket picked by Qual, who's seen the keeper off his line, but a little too hopeful there. He had Vakis running in support, O'Donovan in front of him as well. Perhaps not the right idea from Ten Qual, but his long legs creating issues for the Rockdale defence and midfield. Speranza misses that clearance, but works out. Gordon clears away. Here's Pelikanos now. Constable, Urushevsky wants to play forward. Constable goes inside. Now Urushevsky on the left. Spreads it for Antonio Chalakian. Antonio just wide. Good link-up play between those two. Antonio just couldn't wrap his foot around the ball enough. Gordon sends it forward. Griffiths wins the header above Ten Qual. Here's Pelikanos. Denzo under pressure. Gets it out to Pelikanos. Heavy pass there from Constable. Rockdale come again. It's been better from Olympic in the second half. You just feel every time Rockdale gets forward, they're due to create a good opportunity. Last touch off Antonis there. Qual. Prosciutto just ahead of O'Donovan. A bit scrappy here at the moment. Neither team able to get control of the ball now. Simmons does, and here we go. If Vakis can keep this in, it's a poor pass though. Behind the winger. And they're going to the bench again. Yanni Dipizio coming on for Sydney Olympic. And George Antonis coming off. Put in a good shift here, Antonis. Wasting no time. Haliti trying to make a difference. Speranza clears that one out for a throw. Here's Glasek. Now Dipizio back to Parsons. Playing themselves into trouble, Olympica here. That Glasek pass intercepted by Constable into the area. Dropped for Urushevsky. Just wouldn't fall though in the end. Here's Pelikanos. Constable again. Good challenge from Zodicic. Slips over though and still manages to put the ball through the legs of Constable and get the pass away. Here's Griffiths. Now Danzo wide for Constable. Elliott making the underlapping run, ball across goal. Wruszewski can't control. Gordon. I understand Olympic trying to play from the back, but Rockdale's persistent press has really caused them issues and made it difficult to play out from the back. Zoričić under pressure now, as is Glasek. Rashudo strong there against O'Donovan. Danzo into the feet of Chalakian. Patiently waiting for the opportunity to present itself. A late challenge there. Free kick for Rockdale. Foul on Danzo. Yellow card as well for DiPizio. The substitute just came on. Already into the referee's notebook, and an opportunity for Antonio to swing this one in and find a teammate. Under 25 minutes remaining here. Rockdale currently in front. Antonio delivers, great ball. Pelicanos flicked it on. Parsons did well. Had to follow that all the way. Qual wants to play it into space. Pass never came though. DiPizio now searches for Qual. Qual gets there ahead of Griffiths, but Speranza does well to win the ball back. Rashudo sends it forward. Antonio lets it go out. Offside on Wruszewski, sorry, that is, out there. Stepping up high again is Rockdale. Simmons beats the challenge. And Wruszewski, the ball just seemed as though he wasn't expecting it to fall his way. Caught on his heels just a little. Rockdale looked to be making a double change. Olainka Sunmola and Saw Kataoka both preparing to come on. Rockdale did play that midweek cup game. There are some tired legs. They played a fairly strong team. Although they didn't have to overly exert themselves. They had the game won after the first 45 minutes. Still though, extra minutes. And Simmons' ball is off the mark. Now Rashudo plays it forward. Glasek brings it down. Finds Simmons. DiPizio. Vakis, who hasn't really seen much of the ball since coming on. I expected him to make a bit of noise. He's Zoričić. Great challenge from Hunter Elliott. Chalakia now turns into trouble. Got a bit of a swipe there as well. And now Parkhouse in a great position. Parkhouse, a cross goal! Roy O'Donovan equalises for Sydney Olympic. A goal out of nothing. And Roy O'Donovan has number 16 for the season. Makes it 1-1. An excellent ball by Adam Parkhouse across the face of goal. And Roy O'Donovan doesn't miss those in that sort of position. Labano Haliti's substitutions working a treat. The game has definitely turned in Olympics' favour, and they now are level here at Netstrata Jubilee Stadium. Roy O'Donovan letting the Rockdale fans know as well. Good response in this second half from the home team. I'll take a lot of confidence from that too. The goal did come out of nothing really. But Olympic won't care, because they're back on level terms and right in it now. Great feet there from Griffiths. Plays it out wide for Antonio, who goes down, wins the free kick. Yellow card to Peter Politis. Quite a few players on yellow cards now. 4 currently on the park for Olympic. 2 for Rockdale. So Kataoka and Olinka Samola were ready to come on before Olympic equalised. They've been told to just hold off for the moment, as Chalakian prepares to deliver this ball into the area. Ball comes in. Foul, though, on the keeper. Olympic survive. A change will come now. Bay Antonio comes off. Olinka Sunmola replaces him. And so Kataoka comes on for the Rockdale goal scorer, Dean Pelikanos. Ball over the top now, but Urushevsky's offside. Here's Glasic. Intercepted by Constable, and now Urushevsky just not enough on that pass. Just sort of held up in the grass. Danzo loses out there to Politis. And now Vakis leading the charge for Olympic. Good challenge from Sokataoka. Just waited for Vakis to make the mistake. Switch ball now for O'Donovan. Zodicic overlapping, doesn't need him, goes to Parkhouse. Shot blocked by Rashudo. Hands were alongside the body, even if it did come off the hand. It would have been a very, very harsh call, as Ten Qual comes back from an offside position. Griffiths looking for Sunmola. Something different to deal with for Peter Politis now down that wing on a yellow card, of course. Will have his hands full for these final 20 minutes, also including stoppage. Great turn there by Sunmola. Thinks about the delivery, but DiPizio comes across to help out. Prosciutto now plays Kataoka. Elliott. Parkhouse gets beyond Elliott, but Prosciutto comes across, makes the challenge. Pressure there from Qual. Handball, says the referee. Free kick goes the way of Rockdale. Final 15 minutes of the 90 now. Scores are locked at 1-1. Dean Pelikanos gave Rockdale a first half lead. Roy O'Donovan equalised for the home side. Classic wins the header, but it falls to the feet of Danzo. Kataoka can't control that. Parkhouse did enough. Classic, that's a wasted free kick. Elliott sees it out over the line. Throw taken, Chalakian loses out to Simmons. Prosciutto had to react with O'Donovan right behind him. Here's Urushevsky now. Challenge from Ziggy Gordon straight through the back of Alek Urushevsky. He felt that one. Stayed down as well. Paul D still has Daniel Collins, Roberto Speranza, Bray Ovens on the bench as options. Ricardo Rizzo, the reserve goalkeeper, there also. It looks as though Daniel Collins will be making his way onto the park. Interesting substitution, that one. Collins being a central defender. Zoricic. Have to be careful there. Zoricic on a yellow card. Danzo was under immediate pressure. He didn't even want that pass. He was pointing for it to be played out to central defender Griffiths. Free kick there at halfway on Sunmola. Urushevsky thought he was going to come away with it. That's why the referee allowed advantage to go on. Bringing it back in the end for the foul. Urushevsky couldn't get forward. Constable gives the ball away there. Now Qual lays it off for Politis, but Sunmola uses his speed to get there first, and now looking to run at Politis, but a good challenge from the right back. It looks as though Chalakian will make way. I think that means that Prosciutto will move into the middle of the park. Constable back for Kataoka. Constable again. Now Danzo trying to play in. Speranza. Corner for Rockdale. Chalakian will take. It'll probably be his final play of the second half. He's left it for Kataoka. Kataoka, who's delivered some dangerous corners. He does again. Zoricic wins the header. 10 Qual clears away from danger. Kataoka's delivery on Wednesday night was almost unbearable for the Spirit defence. And he showed again there why his delivery so dangerous. As Elliott slips over. Parkhouse. Danzo intercepts the pass. That substitution will take place now as Chalakian comes off. Collins will slot into the centre of defence. Blake Rashudo moves into the centre of the park. Straight into the action is Collins. Ball in the area, Kataoka misses the header there. Back for Ziggy Gordon. Wide now for Politis. Here's Simmons. Gordon. Olayinka Samola comes away with it, but he's given the ball away unnecessarily there. And Michael Vakis, as I said, I expected a lot from him. Coming on, I expected him to be one of the game changers. Here's O'Donovan. Clipping it over the top for Qual to chase. Qual gets on the wrong side of Griffiths, but he recovered well. Clears it out for a throw. Throw to be taken here. Good position for Olympic. Qual's the target. Rashudo heads away. Only as far as Simmons. Clips it back in toward O'Donovan, but a good header from Elliott. And now Constable trying to get away from Zoricic. They've battled well, these two, all game. And Constable makes the foul. Vlasic now will take this free kick for Sydney Olympic. Collins does a good job there to win the header. Here's Rashudo, he loses out. Simmons gets caught in possession. Now Kataoka, Rockdale have numbers, but a poor pass from So Kataoka. Had to be better. Here's Danzo. Constable. Kataoka forward now. Cross goal. Lurushevsky left it and it's just evaded. Rashudo opens up for Speranza. And well scrambled defence there from the home side. Switch ball as well now from Parkhouse. Gives Qual something to chase down, but he can't keep it in. Rashudo battling away. Good touch from Politis. Speranza does a good job again. Put in a good shift has Giorgio Speranza. Seems as though Bray Ovens may be the final substitution for Rockdale. He's being readied on the bench. Rashudo for Elliott. Now Danzo. And Kataoka, so much space. Finds Urushevsky, but a fabulous challenge from Ziggy Gordon. I think Urushevsky's eyes lit up there. He thought he was beyond that final defender, but Ziggy Gordon stuck a boot out and cleared the ball out. Ricardo Rizzo, obviously a little cold from sitting down on the bench. Didn't quite send that ball as he would have liked into the opposite part of the pitch. As the throw comes in. Rashudo and Samola were the targets. Olympic clear. Here's Griffiths. Now Samola. Olayinka Sunmola forces a save from Parsons. Good save from the goalkeeper. Had to get down low. There was lots of bodies in front. He read it well. And it will be Bray Ovens. He comes on in place of Lockie Constable. Constable had a fabulous game. Set up the opener for Pelicanos. Gets a well-earned rest now. Ovens heads it on. Scored midweek as well, did Ovens. A well-taken goal. Coming off the bench there as well. Gets there ahead of Vakis. And now Danzo. Looking for Sunmola. Not enough on that. Here's Kataoka. Saw Kataoka for Sunmola. Elliott's there. Elliott gets to the byline. Cuts it back, but didn't get his foot around the ball. Into the side netting. Olympic survived that attempt from Rockdale. Rashudo gets up well, as does Glasek. Vakis misses the header. And now Kataoka. Good feet. Plays forward Speranza. Great challenge from Vakis. Kataoka again. Long ball searching for Sunmola. Elliott. Back for Griffiths. Over the top for Speranza. Bit of space to get a ball in. He does. Rashudo out for Sunmola. And both him and Zodicic slid in for the ball. Goal kick. Zodicic did enough. Parsons takes the goal kick. Rashudo again wins another header. Not the tallest guy, but timing is excellent. Rashudo turns away from the challenge, but Simmons managed to get back and win the ball. Elliott comes in, wins the ball there. Had to be strong. Cleared away by Glasek, and now I thought Roy O'Donovan was on, and some finish from Roy O'Donovan, but it won't count. The offside flag was raised. An excellent scissor kick finish. And they've almost been caught here, Rockdale. Lackadaisical play there between Danzo and Griffiths. almost being taken advantage of. Here's Rashudo. Back for Danzo. Now Speranza. His cross is blocked by Politis. Rockdale fans trying to lift their boys for the final few minutes as we just about tick over the 90. But look at the space left there. Delivery comes in. It's a header from Griffiths, just wide of the target. In fact, it was Collins who got up there. A moment of loss of concentration. Four minutes of time will be added on here at Netstrata Jubilee. Rockdale with a good chance there via Daniel Collins. His header just going wide. Here's Griffiths now, giving Urushevsky something to chase. Up against Politis. Urushevsky. Still Alek Urushevsky. Running out of space. Well defended by Peter Politis. And now Vakis can go the other way. Olympic have numbers in the front third. Roy O'Donovan out wide. That's where the ball goes. He brings it down. O'Donovan on the left. A cross goal. No one there arriving at the far post. And they've won the ball back again, Olympic. Zodicic wins the header. Collins clears away. And Glasek heads out over the sideline. Space here for Ovens. Poor pass by Bray Ovens. And now Sun Mola. Politis has had his work cut out. Ovens. Sun Mola again. To the back post toward Rashudo. Loves the late goal, not on this occasion. Hunter Elliott, a cross goal. Blocked, it'll be a throw. Rockdale piling on the pressure. Can either team get a winner? Just over 2 minutes of added time remain. Who will come away with the points? Or will we have a share of the spoils? Denzo heads it back. Rashudo strong. Just doesn't manage to keep it in. Free kick goes the way of Olympic. Will Olympic get the final chance of the game? Parsons will send it long. 90 seconds remain here. Can Olympic turn this one around? They were down at the break 1-0. Can Parsons find someone in the final third, in the final moments, to pinch all 3 points for the Blue and Whites? Ovens clears away, only as far as Simmons. Griffiths heads out now. Here's Ovens again. Was looking for Urushevsky. Free kick goes the way of Olympic, and this will be the final kick of the game. The final opportunity. Olympic will send everyone forward here. They've kept Zodicic back. He's won almost every header. I'm not sure why he's not going forward. And they've gone short. Lack of concentration from Rockdale, but poor delivery. And now Rockdale can launch an attack of their own. Not quite. As Vakis gets in a good position. Vakis across goal. O'Donovan's there. Falls for Quall! 10 Quall wins it for Sydney Olympic. The final kick of the game. And 10 Quall has won it. All 3 points go to the Blue and Whites. Some scenes here at Netstrata Jubilee. Sydney Olympic 2, Rockdale Ilinden 1. What a finish to this game. An incredible end. Michael Vakis with the assist. Tenqual with the winner. Labano Haliti, hats off. It was his changes that turned the game. He threw everything at it. And in the end, Sydney Olympic, surely they've won it here. Elliott, forward for Sunmola. Delivery into the box. Urushevsky goes down. Gordon clears. And that should be that. And it is. Full time at Netstrata Jubilee. Sydney Olympic have turned it around. A half-time deficit of 1-0. Only for Tenqual to score the winner in perhaps the last kick of the game. What a game. What a win. One of the games of the season. And that's football for you. Rockdale should have had 4 or 5 in the first half. They didn't. Sydney Olympic hung in there. I said they had to hang into half-time and ensure the score stayed at 1. They did and turned it around. Rockdale took the lead 1-0 through Dean Pelikanos 5 minutes before half-time. The chances kept coming. Rockdale couldn't add to the score. Roy O'Donovan equalised in the second half. And half-time substitute Tenqual won it at the death with the final kick of the game. Full time in an enthralling derby, an exciting derby from start to finish. Sydney Olympic 2, Rockdale Ilinden 1.